think this is the best way to get the description of this down anywhere. It's kind of a complex piece. It's going into an exhibit at Shockbox, not an art fair. And so my rationale for this one, not being in an art fair, is that it's tiny, up close, personal, and it is a very personal item. And it's kind of hard to read, so I'm going to read this. I think it's easier to read in the camera. My Grandpa Moore would always send me $5 in a card in my birthday letter. Let me try that again. My Grandpa Moore would always send me $5 in a card on my birthday. Better, he wrote me a letter every week. This is from one, molded and faded, postmarked February 11th, 1961. Now, as I wrote this, it was April 12th, 2022. And when I stamped and signed it was April 14th this year. This was a journal page, like so. Maybe I should turn the camera, turn myself. It was a journal page like so. And I had it prepared in advance in a signature, not a sewn signature, loose signature. This would be St. Patrick's Day, the 17th of March, and this would be March 20th, my birthday. So that's why the memory of my grandfather sending me $5 on my birthday and this envelope got together. I had the envelope out on the living room floor for years to make sure that it didn't have mold on it. It already has had damage. So with all of this kind of damage, it's a perfect little ephemera piece. People are also fascinated now by handwriting and handwriting of the past. I should point out that this grandfather had a 6th grade education, and he wrote me a letter every week. And he put a piece of lined paper behind his paper to make sure every line was straight, and he never misspelled a word. Let's see, there are other things. Let me pause a moment. Okay, we're good. So this is recycled paper that has had tea bags on it, and then has had just tempera, loosely stenciled onto it. And there's some spray, some of the spray I was testing out with vodka and food coloring, and I think vodka and Winsor Newton. Let's see, I talked about the handwriting on here. And this is my chop, by the way. It's in memory of an ice cream cone that just seemed like a symbol of a lot of things to me one day, and I loved the picture of it. A 50 ice cream cone that I dropped. And it's my initials. There's an A in the bottom of the cone and the M, Alison McMahon. And, Davenport right now is flooding. It's on the Mississippi River, and it's flooding. And my other grandfather died on St. Patrick's Day. and was buried on my birthday one year. And because this was a journal page, until I decided to take it out and make it into this, this is the back side of it, which is pages 18 and 19, and then that would have been the center of a signature. I just replaced it with something else. Just a doodle, but these people in it are kind of fun. This little lady shows up in my doodlings. I think she's a little lady that came from my mother's doodles, too. The guy. So anyway, that's on the back. And you can see also the marks of the T and the spray. That would have been a red spray and a blue spray that I tried out. They're pretty nice. So that was my alcohol spray. Okay, so I think that's everything I have to say about this. And I think I left off the introduction to it, that it's personal. This is an envelope I've had a long time somehow and didn't throw away because I just don't like throwing away handwritten things. And now, as it turns out, there's sort of a market for handwritten things. And handwritten ephemera pieces. And it's a pretty piece on the wall. I think it's just something to return to and look at, gaze at, and enjoy. And if you get tired of it, you can cut the top of the hinges and put a little water on them and take them off and flip it over. But I like this side, especially with this nice envelope. Oh, ephemerized nicely by time and insects and what do you call mold? Organisms, another kind of organisms, and water. I looked up this house. It's overgrown. It's a beautiful little house. And also, a lot of my work has to do with the passage of time, and this is another one. And some of them even more so. Yeah, see, it's just an ad. I'm pre-qualified. It's always nice to know you're pre-qualified. All right. I don't know if I'll put this onto YouTube or not, or if just put it up to a link, or exactly what I'm going to do, but I want to make sure that I have the details on this recorded. Writing it down and trying to keep my thoughts in order was more difficult than this. And this took me 8 minutes. So if it's on YouTube, please subscribe, thumbs up. Get a cup of tea whenever you watch my stuff and lie back on some soft pillows. That's what I do. Here we go. This is a watercolor gouache by this grandfather. This is what he did in the winters. Get another one. It's not optimum, but this is the best light I can get right now without shining the light in it. And during the Depression, my grandmother, painted these. To make some money.